had yesterday, but today I gotta have on the leathers, butter leathers. But anyway, so they still. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. As time goes on, they just digging themselves deeper and deeper. All right, so they're mad, one because they're broke, two because they can't stop me, and I don't know what the hell they still can't explain how anything I do affects them. But all right, so now they're mad because my I'm fixing my car up. It's not, they're not upset about any disturbance. They're just mad because they they just it's just he got they just fucking mad. So I guess that's why they had Scooter Boy. I think he got his scooter, at least the muffler, fixed, because they know, yeah, they know they can't keep doing the same shit. So now they gotta tone it down. It don't bother me. They know I only do shit when they doing shit. Just like today when I pulled up about an hour ago, they all sitting out here waiting on me. And matter of fact, the white slate, well, whatever, pulls up right behind me in the parking lot to drop off Scooter Boy. So everything I do is because you started something. So you can't say, oh, I'm being a nuisance. Like, no, bitch. If you wasn't stalking and harassing me, you wouldn't even know I was here or leaving. You only know I'm fucking pulling off because you watching me. You only know when I pull back in because you fucking watching me. And so they getting mad because, they getting punked out. And now they trying to play victim for real. It ain't gonna work, you stupid bitch. I don't know what kind of niggas y'all swear y'all are. I don't want to hear that Democrat shit. Niggas that no, y'all try to be thugs. You been to prison, all this shit. You some wannabes. I told you went to prison because you stupid. Not because you a thug or a real nigga. You went to prison because you stupid. Like these motherfuckers do. That's what I got so much video of them. That's what I'm saying. So when they cry about, oh, I've been to prison, they'll tell you how stupid they are. That's why they went to prison. And then they all from Democrat cities. We all are, right? Maybe I lived in a couple of whatever, but I'm just saying. Either way, you been supposed to learn the rules. That means, you went to prison in the 90s. That means you did some dumb shit. Ain't no way, I don't know nobody that went to prison. Well, they most of it, because I was wondering, because a lot of them started going to prison when I got out the army, by the 2000s. I'm like, how y'all going to prison now in y'all late 20s? Most people go to prison when they 18, 19, but it must have been some of this weird gang stalking shit. The other ones I know that went to prison, they went, they got charged as adults. It's like, 91, 90, they out, they back out. Did their whole time. Then there's a gap, because then by the 90s, like I said, most of us all across the country learned from other niggas who got charged as adults or whatever, got killed or whatever, So these dummies, they so brainwashed, they think it like, oh, you don't know, you ain't real. I'm not trying to impress you. You watching me. I ain't no old head trying to stay young or prove how hard I am. You're stalking and harassing me. And yes, this is the only way I know to respond. I'm ex-military, but y'all don't understand. It's the same thing. Y'all so stupid. That's why I told you. That's why I did so well in the 82nd Airborne Division. Because it was basically the same shit I learned on the street. It's just on a different level and way more physical, training. But other than that, the mentality was the same. That's why it was so easy after, you had to get to that point, you know. I'm man enough to admit it. There were times, you thinking about, but that was only for like the first 3, 4 weeks. After that, it was all over. It was like shit. This is easy. They still so stupid with like you're not gonna get me and provoke me. Didn't I keep saying it? And sure enough, 2 days ago, 3 days ago in Chicago, a dude close to my age, he supposedly gets mad and shoots up a party with some 20-year-olds in there. And sure enough, all through the comment section, you can tell it's the gang stalker. Oh, this old guy trying to prove he hard. And it's like, no, he's one of y'all. I don't know what he did. Like I said, it's like them '90s movies. They got pictures of him maybe with the youngins. They said, you rather do this, kill these people, seriously, that he did it. Then us, da da da, and this and that. And so, yeah, they try to play that way, he the what's the name across the street? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, stalking and harassing. But since I got some nice shit, some quality shit, they mad about that. They ain't got no car. My shit sound good. They hating. I sound like one of them. Oh, they hating. But anyway, but they mad. So they know, cause when they know they out here trying to this and that, instead of me doing something physical or anything, I can just turn up the shit right quick and they bounce. Now they mad. It's getting out. No, it ain't, bitch. No, it ain't. Y'all do everything under the sun, and I don't get nobody gives a fuck. So shut your little bitch ass up. Punk ass. I been told you, ain't nobody playing that shit. I'm gonna supposed to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You can do what you want, but I can't. But since you can pretend that you care about poor people, yeah, you get to do what you want. But I can't, cause I don't pretend I give a fuck about a goddamn bum who made his own life. We all could have made them choices. Fuck out of here. You well, get mad at me. No, bitch, you mad at the truth. That's what I'm telling you. You ain't gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. It's damn near over. We'll see next week. And like I said, if it goes y'all way, it ain't gonna go y'all way. If y'all could pull some more shenanigans, well, not next week. Whatever. Next year, it's on y'all. Y'all the ones gonna suffer. Keep continuing just running around behind me. All right. So anyway, another main thing I got to say. Again, they put these videos in my recommendations, and I guess I assume because I never seen this channel before. I saw it this morning, and as usual, again, it's supposed to be something about racism and da 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 da. And I will tell you exactly. So as I push pause, and like I said, I do what I'm doing. And I already know what they gonna what I would say. Just let me play it. It'll make sense.
Tens of millions of dollars meant for veterans in Hamilton County spent on other projects.
And some veterans tell me the office meant to help them wasn't there for them at all. How long was it before you decided to go over to the VSO to try to get some help?
Actually, so I had tried to go.
So like I said, I know I'm gonna keep stopping, but just bear with me. You see, I already know as soon as I clicked on it. All right. Now that remember I told you I stopped at a guy. He was an older dude. He's about my age. This dude is young. Look like he probably got in maybe sometime after two. Well, actually, he got a picture. He looked like when his uniform looked like 2002. The new uniforms. Well, that's what I call the new uniforms. I'll show you in a second. But there was a guy. He was holding this disabled vet card and a homeless sign. So I stopped because I knew they did had him uh, posted up there because they knew which way I was going. I did a video about it, and it was right that way. And like I said, the VSO that they're talking about is like I said, it's really walking distance from here. And the one in Birmingham is was walking distance. That's what I told him. You had to do what you got to do. I told you there's like this white guy. He was like, "Yeah, I got child support. I need." I'm like, "They're not gonna do that." And he had a legit. The story he told me sounds legit. The only thing I said, I can't imagine being permanent party and getting done like he got done. Meaning, the way he got done sound like some basic training shit. But basically, they was getting smoked. That's what we called it in basic training. He was in Korea, and they did something, pissed their sergeant major off, and he made them run up and down, you know, well, South Korea. There's whatever he was describing. There's some kind of hill, and they got in trouble. And I'm like, we hadn't done no shit like that since basic training, but it's South Korea or whatever. And he slipped, must have been icy or whatever. And I believe him. I believe he messed this stuff up. His ankle so bad he still messed up. But that's not. They're not gonna give you disability because you need child support money. And I told him there's a white dude. I'm like, no, man. He was a younger dude, obviously. It was about a year and a half ago. I thought you got to go to your appointments and build up your paperwork of, this is messing with me, doc. I can't, I got to take off work and da da da. And this and I mean, just like I told him, just tell the truth. If you fucked up, get your X-rays and get, whatever. But you're not gonna get a raise because you got child support. It's not, I don't know. He told me that. I'm like, I just looked at him like, you don't just like the homeless ones. Oh, I'm homeless vet. I'm like, they're not gonna give you, And I'm like, well, if you're crazy, you probably do need a check, but not for homeless. But because you're homeless, crazy. If you're homeless, you have to be crazy. So no, I'm not being funny. I'm like, you need to be talking to a psychiatrist. You need to be turning yourself in to the psych ward and getting you some help and build up your paperwork. But that's what I'm saying. So they gonna give him a check, but more than likely that person gonna need a fiduciary, and that means somebody gonna have to be over your check, either a lawyer or a family member, somebody you trust. But they tried to do that to me, and I said that, I admitted that. But they gave the later. They just actually showed up. Oh, what would blah blah blah? Check your account. They checked my account, and they said we're back a year later, and they came. And a year later, okay, everything listening. That was like in 2009 or whatever, 2010. They only do it once. Now, if you keep getting whatever, yeah, they gonna put you in the hospital and they ain't gonna take your check. They just gonna, you gotta get somebody to look after you. But anyway, back to what this guy's saying. My point is, I just say,
I had tried to go to them before, as soon as I got out, and wasn't really as successful.
Ernest Coleman, an Army veteran and Cincinnati native, says when he showed up here,
and see, like I said, his uniform, they look like in 2002 or 2003. But anyway, my point is, you just listen to him, and you'll see the difference between. Remember, I don't know who's watching, but I kept saying you had to go do, and like I said, my reason was I wanted to be a lawyer. That's why I kept going, because I ain't gonna lie, I honestly thought they could help me. I honestly thought it was just, growing up in the 80s, it must be me. You don't blame, you don't make excuses. Not that the military told me that. It's just you don't make excuses, right? Before I went in the Army. So, but then, like I said, it turns out these motherfuckers really are. I didn't even know the name, stalking and harassing me. But so no, the pills ain't gonna help. Going to the hospital ain't gonna help, because it's a whole worldwide program. But anyway, I'm like, but I thought, I don't know, there's some kind of magic pill or something that's gonna fucking work, and I can go to college and da 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 da. But it didn't work out like that, obviously. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. You got to go. And there's other things you got to do. Now I'm keep playing the video, and you'll see what I'm talking
here
about.
at the Hamilton County Veterans Services Office, the encounter led to more frustration than the help he expected. He says the receptionist was dismissive, so he asked for a supervisor.
and then a older white gentleman came from the back.
See, that's what I'm saying. Again, this whole racism thing. Oh, now I had to do something. I'm like, what is Hamilton County? It's Cincinnati. So basically, just like Birmingham is, Jefferson County or whatever, New York is every major city, Atlanta, what is Fulton County, right? So the veteran services, even every major black city is some kind of county. Well, every city, period. But anyway, the point is, so he's trying to make it like, oh, it's something racist. I'm like, you're in a black Cincinnati, big old city. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Democrats run Cincinnati, and that's where all the money go. And as he keeps talking, it clicks. I'm like, wait a minute, it is kind of every veteran know. Just like we pass it on, and I just paused it like I'm doing now. As soon as I said it to myself, you should have just went somewhere else. He's young. He like he got a car, or you pay somebody. Go to the next and go to the next county over. I promise you, that's literally what this thing finna
And
say.
he kind of had a similar energy, reiterated what she was, saying, and just pretty much sent me on my way.
So when you walked away from that VSO, you didn't feel like you could even go back to get the help you needed?
No, I kind of was turned off.
The chatter online raises other concerns. When I asked on the social media site Reddit if anyone had any issues at Hamilton County's VSO or any other VSO, one user told me to drive to Butler County, going on to say that Hamilton is overloaded. Too many veterans, not enough service.
Anywhere, like I said, black folks, we all tell you if the office, like the office here, if they ain't treating you right, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Go over to the next county. The closest one I would think is about 30 minutes from here. It's 50-minute drive or whatever. They'll tell you, man, shit, don't mess with them up in there. They're gonna be bullshitting you around. They got attitudes, da 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 da. They don't care. They federal, and I know it shouldn't be like that, but that's how we all tell each other. If they start jerking you, go somewhere else and talk to another vet rep. That's what we call it. They say VSO, Veteran Service Officer. We just call them vet rep. And that's another thing. When I first started going back in 2000, whatever year, the old heads, there was this one certain guy in Birmingham, he probably still there, black guy. All the older black guys, they all wanted to talk to him. So when you go into the office, it's just like anywhere else. You write your name on the list, the waiting list, and if you want to wait for a certain vet rep, you put his name or her name. And I just say his name was like Ted. So everybody, all the black folks wanted to see Ted. Ted hook you up. I don't know how he gonna hook you up because they don't make the decision. They just do like that, like they do. They just listen to you, tell you, da da da, and they send out the paperwork to regional, and they get all your medical records from the regional VA. If you got outside doctors, paperwork, wherever hospital, they send for it. And the medical board, they decide. And maybe it do matter if the vet rep understands you better. I don't know. Because, like I said, I would just go in and I never asked for nobody personally. But majority of times, and like I said, I never got turned down. I never had to go through all this. And this is in Alabama. I thought Alabama was so racist. Just listen. So the guy I always would talk to, because I would just walk in and put my name down and leave it blank, damn near every time was the same guy. He'd come out and he'd look, because everybody else got Ted. He'd go down the list, then he'd say my name. And, I raised my hand and go see him. So I was just trying to be fast and efficient. So I ain't got to wait. Because everybody in the office want to go see Ted. And this guy, every single time. That's what they mad about now. That's why, basically, I can say maxed out. Basically, because of that guy. Every single time. This was in 2008. Only took me 8 years to get to the top percentage. Same guy. Every single time. Everybody else, I'm going to see Ted. That ain't his name. Every time I would get George. That ain't his name. But I'm just saying, I would get the same dude. 1 or 2 times I got, like, I think it was a white chick. But George, he was a white guy. He probably still there too. He was a Navy guy. The one Ted that everybody loved, I don't know it, because I never really went to him. I think I might have got him once. And that's, like I said, it's just because it just happened like that. There was nobody in there, and he came out and called the next customer. But they be having their little plaques and stuff from their service in their office. So I know the other guy was in the Navy. He got his little Navy, all that stuff. But all right, so let me finish. So just like they would say, you just got to drive out basically to the country, and that one is better than the one in the city, and that's exactly what this dude said.
Veterans, not enough service officers to handle the load. Too many opportunities to fall through the cracks.
Have you had veterans or family members, spouses of vets, come from Hamilton County to Butler County to file claims?
Let's see, look at the guy from Butler County. That look like one of the guys they would think is a racist. Well, that's what I'm saying. That would be the guy you want. It's been like that. You know what? The black ones, just like anything, restaurant service, this, you want him. If you black, cause he gonna take care, he gonna be nice, he gonna be cordial, everything gonna be done right. Black folks, nope, your shit fucked up. Da, da, da. They got an attitude if you want to complain. They working too hard. They ain't got time for this. Da, 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 shit. And so they getting overwhelmed, and he still got a smile on his face because everybody got to come to see him. And that's not all.
Yes.
Mike Farmer, Butler County's Veteran Service Officer Executive Director, tells me their system shows 634 veterans or their family members getting service from Butler County instead of Hamilton County.
Could be that the veteran is what we refer to as benefit shopping. They didn't like the answer they got, or they just want to check up.
That's another thing. He can't, I never heard of that phrase, but he worked there. Benefit. That means, it's like, that's what I just said. I never got turned down. So the people who got turned down, they go somewhere else, so they thinking it's just, maybe it is. It might be the vet rep. Like I said, because this guy, the guy I always got, it seems like he's listening and he's typing. I'm telling him what happened. Da da da. I've been in the hospital and this and that da da. Sure enough, 8 months later or whatever. That's what I'm saying. It didn't even take that long. Some people have to go back. Some people for years have to keep refiling, have to get a lawyer, this and that. I ain't had to do none of that. Nothing every time. I never got turned down. So maybe I don't know what's the difference. And like I said, they come at me like I work there. I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Democrats, that's why I keep telling y'all these people are stupid and superstitious. This is dangerous. I'm telling you, what they're showing me this video gonna do for the rest of the poor people. I don't get it. Or the migrants, as they call them, coming from what? And we are. What is that? Who am I? That's what I'm saying. Why am I so special to them? They're superstitious. There's not religion. That even if you're atheist, you're atheist, you're supposed to be smart. You believe in science and you need proof. So what? Why are you coming at me?
On the facts. It could be that they weren't happy with the service or that there was some type of conflict.
Claremont County has seen Hamilton County veterans as well. Tom Scovanner is Claremont County's new executive director who's focused on expanding services.
So you're going to have those 6 drivers in place, and you've got 4 vehicles? 4 vehicles. And they drive anywhere from a few miles to all the way down to Cincinnati. They just gave him yesterday.
And another thing I could like to say, the dude they showed the vet at the beginning, the first one of the things he said, I told him to get the supervisor, and that sounded like probably was a black person, but he says then next thing there's an older white gentleman, and so see what I'm saying? His mind, they're brainwashed already. Racism, da 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 da. And like I said, my generation, early 2000s, we all pay. If the folks in Jefferson County, Birmingham office, go to Homewood. That Hoover, go some, go do just go some, you got to do, you know what I'm saying, or get a ride, or if you that messed up, it's you need a way. If you're that messed up, that means your family let you down and they ain't trying to help you. If I ain't being funny, you lost the legs, limbs, or something, you can't. Then that's your family really, 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 or something, but. Like I said, I know it shouldn't be like that. Hey, I don't like when they get the attitudes and this and that, and I gotta do this, but that's what I keep telling them. I just go over their head. He tried to, but it does sound like that whole area, Hamilton County, is fucked up, and he should have just did like the rest of them, went to Butler County. I never heard of none of this till earlier today.
It said they've got a veteran who the VA says they want to send to Louisville. He says, "Can we drive them?" I said, "Yes." Because that's what we do.
Those service officers work with veterans on a wide variety of issues. Top of the list, pension and compensation tied to the veterans' military service.
So for this year, we've helped about $5 million worth of compensation for Claremont County veterans.
I reached out to the Ohio Department of Veterans Services to get a clearer look at the numbers. Claremont County has the third highest number of veterans in our local 8 Ohio County area, with 12,255. They processed one of the highest number of claims last year at 2,054.
To have a transportation system in place, how critical do you think this
Officer in our budget?
That would bring their total
this is
to
the real
county
meat.
sits in the middle. That not every veteran service office gets to play in the same pool of money. But the numbers show that those with less appear to be doing more for veterans than Hamilton County. For example, Claremont County spent just over
Now, see, that's the real thing. I keep talking about Democrats. And I bet this Hamilton County, ain't no bet, which is probably Cincinnati in the middle of it, Democrats. I didn't hit the spot I wanted to, but there's a spot in this video. It shows how they got like 6 million funding or something like that, and they only spent 900 on the veterans. Now the white dude in Butler County, they spent all their money. Now the kicker is when they don't spend their money on the veterans, they only spent 900,000. That's what he's talking about. They send the rest back to Hamilton County, and it's just like that means they just whatever, they don't know what they did with that money. Pocketed it, seriously. The Democrats they sent it back and pocketed it. It ain't just about veterans. It's just about all them corrupt ass Democrats. Period.
$2 million in 2022 to run their entire operation, while Hamilton County, who serves more than 3 times the number of veterans, spent just over $930,000.
Could you have done everything that you do in your mission? Could you do that with $930,000?
I don't think so.
Farmer says Butler County's VSO spent just shy of $1.9 million on their operations, serving the second highest number of veterans within the 8 counties.
Even with the staff that I'm fortunate enough to have, sometimes our wait time for appointments are 4 to 6 weeks, which is why we have budgeted for another county veteran service officer in our budget.
That would bring their total to 12 people. For comparison, Hamilton County, who again has the highest number of veterans with more than 41,000, has a total of 6 people in the office.
Could you do what you're doing?
Only 6 people. So when you go in that office, though, they budget. Part of that budget is employees. The officers, the VSOs. Where the rest of that's what I'm talking about. That's why they so busy trying to make it look like I don't know what they trying to make it look I do, or I shouldn't be working, or like none of that applies to me. Like I said, if they ask me if I'm working when I go to my appointments. Like I said, if I can get a full-time job paying $100,000, I still get my full benefits. I'm talking about tomorrow. If I qualified for a job like that, it doesn't go down. But it's the people that they were just so greedy. I think now this is probably it. It just hit me. They're stealing the money, not just the veteran money too. That's probably one of their big funds, and so they throw it off themselves. Oh, that guy right there, he must be doing something wrong. Why he got a new Nissan or Mustang? It's like I can do what my credit allows me to do, Or if I save my money, there's nothing. As long as I go to my appointments and this and that and do what I'm supposed to do, everything's all good. I ain't supposed to be, just I can't do anything, sit up in the house. I couldn't. If I want to go to the club, I can go to the club. Do what the fuck I want to do that I'm capable of. Yeah. You got people in the club in wheelchairs. I done seen before, but I'm just saying, they ain't even veterans. In the hood, he's been shot. But, so, yeah, somebody just coughed over there. Thanks for listening. Y'all probably couldn't hear it, but yeah, that's what it is. I'm telling you, this whole shit is just coming down. It's falling apart, and like I said, it's always something I ain't even know about. But my point is, why are they showing me this? If that's what they was covering up, it's one of the big sources in these Democrat cities. Maybe that's what they mad about, because I got quality treatment, and it's probably like, how come we're taking all the money? How come this and that? His paperwork goes through. He's just pulling off, all that you can see right there. And so they're like, like they said in that county, Cincinnati County, they only got 6 employees, but that small county, Butler County, that they all tell all the local veterans in Cincinnati, hey man, you need to just go and take that trip every time you got to go to Butler County and go see them. If you just got to wait, but they got 12 vet reps. And that's what I'm saying. This just ain't about reps. That's why I keep vets. It's think of what they doing with these other services, federal services that go down the county level. Because like I said, the county's building here in Birmingham, they all got all the services together, the food stamps, this and that. And then they got a small office for the vet, all that. So think how much money these people are fucking stealing in these big cities like Birmingham, Charlotte, Cincinnati, and these little cities or counties. Butler, they do what they supposed to do. But what do they tell everybody? They racist and you don't go there. But like I said, the rest of us, we go there. And yeah, I wouldn't want to stay there, but I shouldn't have to. It did make it so bad. These the fake ass niggas, broke, stupid, bums, and they stupid. That's what I keep telling you. That's the main thing. They're fucking stupid. But I don't know why they put that in the recommendations today. But as soon as I saw it, that's one of the first thing that come to mind. Like, man, you just gotta go. And I thought that. As soon as I thought that, next thing they said, oh, all the rest of them go to Butler County, wherever that was, what I'm saying? Just like I thought. You just gotta get there. Pay somebody. It's times I had to pay somebody some gas money. Hey man, I got, if it's that far, I got $40. You can take me there and wait with me or something. You gotta do what you gotta do. But shit. That's all I had to say. But yeah, so but also they just they're not getting rambunctious like that, but it's just more sad. They just all over today. When I come home, they all show up soon as I pull in. And they're over there now. I can't. I ain't trying to listen to them, but it's like, what am I supposed to do? I can't give you no money. I can't bestow nothing on you that you ain't earned. And we're not communists, so there's nothing I can do for you, I tried to help y'all, literally, I did. I do it all the time. I told you I had plans that y'all could have been a part of. And really all you had to do was just follow, listen. We all could have came up, You might have had to make a small investment, but y'all they wouldn't listen. So ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't make you, I wouldn't make you. If you ain't comfortable investing or you ain't got the money, there's nothing I can do for you. I could tell you there's some ideas, but it still ain't gonna work if you don't know what you're doing. And you see now it's falling on apart when they steal our ideas and they don't know what they doing. They don't have the heart, they don't have the smarts, they don't have the strength, they don't have none of it. And they thought they did, and now they playing victim. But that's all I had to say. I'm out of here.